This is a Rainbow Six Siege trailer for the new operators and map.
Spain.
Vía libre. Puedo seguir el rastro.
And if I spoke Spanish, that might mean something.
Why don't you actually...
This is the cool one. It's a,
Ahora me
like a
veis.
black
Ahora
mirror.
no me veis.
Where it's bulletproof. It's like his reinforced wall. It's pretty neat.
Enemigo recargando.
It's a one-time use, obviously.
Andale, mama. Yeah.
So, the one thing I heard them talking about recently was their plan is to have between 50 and 100 operators for this game, which is a significant number.
Wait, how
When
many?
you think about like MOBAs, they have over 100 in some of them.
Yeah.
How creative can you get in these games?
Well, they're gonna start reusing ideas, but
Well,
revamping
I mean,
them.
if you start reusing ideas, I think.
I'm gonna counter that real fast and say yeah to a point, but I mean we could the same thing could have said about League of Legends when it came out. How many characters can you really make with different
Yeah,
ultimates?
no, that's true. That's true.
I
Well,
mean,
they started revamping ideas, like, oh, this kind of resembles
then
ability, but we're gonna add a little different effects to it.
this is we'll go back to the Tom Clancy aspect. There was once a time when Tom Clancy video games were realistic military sim type games, or at least as realistic as they could get them in video game format. This game, most of the shit in this game is not reality based. There's a lot of stuff in here that just doesn't exist, or at least not exist on the level of which they're showing it. So I mean, they can do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, they really can do whatever the fuck they want. They can. I mean, this guy has a fucking headset that tracks footsteps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, are we really arguing about what they can't come up with shit?
Yeah, that's true.
You know? And I mean, judging by the weapons he's using, basically it looks like an M16 or a variation of it. It's definitely based on that, the old AR-15 stock.
Yeah.
And some characters are getting 3 weapons now.
She's using the 45, which is the new toy gun everybody seems to fucking love. It's a fully automatic 45, and I can't think of the name of it, but it has a really interesting recoil into it, which gives it virtually no kick. With a 45 round, that's pretty damn amazing.
And she, I think, gets a sidearm shotgun, which is the first one. A shotgun as a second.
It looks like
Yeah, and that they said that black screen you can shoot it out from the other side. So that's the trade-off. You can see through it, and it's on a reinforced wall. But if it gets shot through, then your reinforced wall doesn't mean anything. It's worth dick.
Well, you wouldn't be able to shoot it through a reinforced wall, would you?
Well, yeah, you can see through reinforced walls with it.
Yeah, but can you shoot the canister through a reinforced wall, or can you only shoot the canister if it's a regular wall?
Well, you can shoot out the glass from the other side after a certain amount of time, a certain amount of shots.
It
But then
probably will break, yeah.
That reinforced wall isn't worth anything at that point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's completely, it would be really stupid to put it up on any other type of wall, because as soon as they see somebody there, they're just going to shoot through your legs.
It's
I don't.
Yeah, but no, the wall's still there. So you still have the wall up. It just puts a hole through the wall like that. So you can't. You still. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's an interesting thing that would be very, very useful in certain situations. Think about being able to put that in a room and be able to track the actual objective in the room, or vice versa. You know what I mean? It definitely could be useful. Never going to be used the way you see this happening right now, because before that shield even drops, you're going to be dead, because that guy's going to be waiting for you to drop that shield, and he's going to have bullets coming in at you. but for being able to have vision into another room and be able to see operators, I mean, they're gonna have to shoot to take that window out. Yeah, it's still gonna be a very effective thing.
How will they know
And,
you're actually behind the window though?
That's that too. And the other thing is that you can basically use that as a way to see, like, if you're guarding an objective, you can use that to see if somebody's coming up to put a bomb on the wall, which means that they're immediately not going to be able to go into that room because you have eyes on that room now. So it's another way to get rid of where you don't have to rely on cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, vision. Half the defensive team in this is being able to know where they're at, so you can react to their movements.
Right.
So I mean, that could be unbelievably powerful. Even if they shoot through the glass, and it can be shot out. Like I'm guessing, like heavier weapons, like the sniper and some of the other heavy shot rifles.
Even the snipers can't shoot it out.
They can't shoot it out, but I mean,
they did mention that in there's a long, like 8-minute long video where the developer talks about it. He does say nobody can shoot it out.
All right, well, so then that's an unbelievably she's going to be one of the main characters then, because I mean, in certain rooms, having that character be able to see through the wall, you can control that hallway now, because you can be able to the enemy team's going to see that window and they have to pay attention to that window. So I mean, I think it's very, very useful in defense. So
Yeah.
I could see
it looks cool. Yeah, absolutely. Anything else on that, or you want to see anything else on it?
I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go to Stranger Things 2. This was played on the Super Bowl. It's a pretty funny one. Looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Look on my ego. You like on my ego? I love it!
It was a quick one. So, what was it? October? Was that right? Did it say that?
Halloween.
It's Halloween.
Halloween, that's what they said. That's right. So they got a ways to go. I was surprised they showed any clips, really. Since it's so far away, they're probably shooting it right now. I know some people had mentioned her being upside. Did everybody see season 1?
No.
I did. It's amazing. You should watch it now.
They talk
I
about her
intend
being
to.
upside down. And I
With
think
the
it
nosebleed.
looks like she's laying down to me. But
With the
the one thing
nosebleed.
that I saw right away with the, I saw it when the Super Bowl was playing, was the this one. It looks like a throwback to Close Encounters of the Third Kind when the little boy opens the door.
Yeah, there's lots of throwbacks in there.
Yeah, the Eggo commercial.
Yeah.
In the beginning when they're in the Ghostbusters outfits. It's funny. Where is it?
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah. Apparently when they had planned the second season before the first even aired, they were going to do it like 20 years later, 15 years later or something, and the kids wouldn't even be in it. But because they were so popular, they were like, all right, we'll just make it shorter term and put them back in it. So they
So is that
essentially had
how
to
they-
rewrite, I guess, most of it.
Yeah, there's going to be 9 episodes instead of 8 episodes a season.
Yeah.
Which is
They're
cool.
adding one episode more.
Yeah, another
Yeah.
hour.
Good. Good.
So some sort of a scary,
Excellent.
scary spider monster.
I think that's probably a dream sequence that he keeps
Yeah,
having.
I would imagine.
Oh, can we say stuff, Saul? Can we say more? No.
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 Well,
Eh.
I doubt I'm the only one who hasn't watched all the way through it yet.
yeah. It's not that old. I mean, it's getting old, but it's not that old. So I'm super excited about this one.
It just came out like a month ago.
No, it didn't.
It was like 6 months ago.
It was not.
I watched it over the summer, for
In
sure.
the summer. I
Yeah.
binged that shit because Torn's like, oh, it's really good. I'm like, ow, watch it.
Yeah, I watched
Oh
it
my
over
god.
the summer.
Torn was right.
I just heard about it on Netflix a month ago.
How did you just hear about it?
Because that's when people start watching it.
Ah, people
So the
started
next-
watching it in the summer.
The next video is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Extended big game.
And there is some new clips.
Just who in the hell do you think you are?
Well,
What's that? He says, welcome to the frickin' Guardians of the Galaxy. Only he didn't use frickin'.
Look out!
Oh, wow. I tried, guys.
I love him. He's the best. He plays his character so well.
It looks pretty good. Who is the gold lady? That's what I want to know.
Do you have a heart on for her?
No, it's just weird looking.
Isn't that Mantis or whatever? Which one's
I
Mantis?
think Mantis is the one.
Mantis has
The white one?
That
The,
one.
That
that
one.
Yeah.
That's Kurt Russell's kid, right?
Huh?
Kurt Russell plays Ego the Living Planet in the upcoming movie, and that's like he adopted Mantis or whatever.
Oh,
Oh, I was gonna say
And
he makes
raised
some
her.
ugly babies.
Why the hell do a lot of wow?
That face.
Why do a lot of supervillains adopt people? I
I
don't
don't think
understand.
is he a villain?
Who?
Kurt Russell? Is he playing a villain?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
Then who's the villain in this one?
I didn't read the comic
It's the
books though.
same villain as always. It's gonna be Thanos probably.
How do you know? It wasn't Thanos in the other one.
Technically, it was.
It was.
Sylvester Stallone has a part in it, but it's doesn't say what the part is yet.
Ooh, could he be the villain?
Hmm.
Sylvester Stallone as Thanos.
I mean, they're
Thanos.
built. This is going to. I'm assuming what's going to happen is this is going to be a build up to the Infinity Wars.
Well, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is
It's
supposed to
supposed
be
to be,
in Infinity Wars, no?
No,
The man,
they'll be in it, but this is
Well, no, that's
Ma-
what I mean. It's,
Oh, I
there's-
thought you meant this is like the beginning of it. Yeah.
no.
Mantis will be in Infinity Wars.
I wish I had known how much Guardians.
Oh
of the
shit,
Galaxy
Iceback.
played into. Yeah, my mom brought the kids over. Sorry. I wish I'd known how much Guardians of the Galaxy played into the whole.
Universe?
Yeah, the whole thing. I never really knew about it before because I didn't read comic books and whatnot. I just
because
enjoyed
it was the B Squad.
stories.
Yeah, they're not top tier
Yeah,
superheroes.
this was like a throwaway comic series, literally.
They
So
did not expect the
Nerd
movie to
says
do
that-
as well as it did.
Right, but any comic nerd will tell you that Guardians of the Galaxy was an integral part of it.
I knew nothing
I want to know.
about them.
I'm not a huge comic book reader, so I can't answer that. Sorry.
But
that doesn't really mean much though, because
On with this with Thor and the
Cap.
whole the Captain and everybody from that entire series.
Well, if you think about it, Ant-Man's not really a big move or a big thing, but it
We-
does play its part.
you got to realize that Marvel has a tendency to make huge overarching storylines that revolve around like 20 different comic books, and the only way to actually understand what's going on is to read them all. And that was the way they changed their marketing, like in I think the mid to late 90s, if I'm not mistaken.
Where they had the
So-
crossovers.
Yeah, but it wasn't just crossovers. It was literally crossovers of crossovers of crossovers with crossovers. And if you didn't read them all, then you wouldn't really understand
The story, the
the
premise.
storyline. You'd be missing parts of it, and they did that to drive sales.
Kind of like how
So-
Flash and Green Arrow is, where some seasons there's be multiple episodes where they did crossover episodes, but if you didn't see that episode of Green Arrow, you will have no idea what the hell's going on in the Flash in the next episode.
Yeah, I would assume, yeah. So
I-
the only reason I know that is a friend of mine was really big into collecting comics, and he basically said that's one of the things that he stopped reading comics for because he got sick and tired of having to go out every month and buy like 20 comic books to read to figure out the fucking storyline progressing. So
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, it kind of goes into the Infinity War, which it's been moved on to just one movie. I guess there's been some leaks saying that the movie's going to be 4 hours long.
What?
What?
That's
No
two
fucking
movies.
way.
They're not gonna have
I
a
can't
4 hour
know.
movie.
Maybe a
That
director's
sounds
cut
like
or
a
something.
rumor, not a leak.
Maybe 3 hours. I could see 3 hours.
it sounds
It
like
would be a
fucking
long
shit.
movie, but I could
That
see
sounds
it.
like a Hobbit type thing where they release the theatrical one and then
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
you know.
Well, let's be honest
The
here.
director's cut.
Peter Jackson always needs more money to finish his house made of money, so that's the reason that happened. So
Like, I could understand because it's going to be such a big production. Like if you think about it, how like you could cut it down to 2 hours or whatever, and you're going to leave out so much stuff until the Blu-ray comes out. So it kind of makes sense that it's going to be a really long movie, longer than most movies that are out now.
Yeah.
But the only thing I have to say, if they did do a 4-hour, have an intermission.
Dude, if it's a 4-hour, I probably wouldn't even recognize that I'd spent 4 hours in the chair.
Yeah, it's true.
Marvel's making movies
Other than
now
you
where
really
I don't
have to
even pay
peek 2
attention to how
hours
much
in.
time.
I actually
Well.
watched Ant-Man. I enjoyed it, and I forgot I was sitting down.
I've always loved long movies. That's just a personal thing. And I've like what we've talked about it before with certain movies. I've always been like, they really needed another half an hour on this movie to make it make sense. Warcraft
Like the-
really
like
needed
the-
another half an hour. Yeah.
The Piano Super Extended Edition. Beautiful. Beautiful.
The Notebook.
Yeah.
The Notebook was a piece of Americana. Don't you dare besmirch the Notebook.
I did not. Whoa.
All right. We're on Marvel, so we'll continue on Marvel. This is Marvel's Iron Fist, and I know Tornsel has something to say about this, but let's watch the trailer first.
Torsel's got it.
Hi, I'm Danny Rand. I've been away a long time.
Let's go. You don't belong here.
I'm Danny Rand. Guys, I just want to talk. Welcome to Rand Enterprises. I left here 10 years old in a jet with my parents. I became the lone survivor.
Danny Rand, back from the dead. Why'd you waited this long to show up? How the hell did he learn martial arts?
Where'd you train?
Kunlun. My father instilled in me a love and respect for this company that has never faded. This is my home.
Rand is my company.
This city is no place for Danny Rand.
We put in practice and discipline, no giving up, no giving in.
Danny, what happened to you? Why are you really back here?
Some bad people have gotten on the inside. Criminals.
I know what they are, what they can do. To fight them, we need someone with special skills.
I've been training my whole life for this. This is my destiny. It's time.
I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
You need me.
A change is coming, Danny. Become what you were meant to be. I am the Iron Fist.
What the hell does that mean?
At least someone's understanding.
I know nothing about him.
I know he's a defender.
What was you had some thoughts on this, right, Tornsel?
Torsel had
It
a lot.
just looks like shit. I just don't like how it looks. It looks fucking hokey as. It just looks hokey as shit. I feel
I
like.
think it looks awesome.
Did you like Jessica Jones?
Yeah, I like Jessica Jones.
Did
All
you like
right.
Luke Cage?
I didn't watch the Luke Cage
Did
series.
you like Daredevil?
Daredevil's
No.
fantastic.
You know, I watched half of Daredevil, half of Jessica Jones.
It just.
I should probably finish them, eh?
Marvel they're like nearly God status right now. Why are they putting out? I mean,
Why
it just
not?
looks like they're just using the
What,
name as.
the real superheroes.
Oh yeah, just.
Yeah, these are the B rolls for sure.
Well, it's the ones that have trouble protecting the city.
I understand why they're doing it in the form of TV show over a movie.
Yeah, because no one would come to see it if it was a movie.
But everyone will binge it just because it's on Netflix. So there you go. It's a win.
That's it, though. That's the problem.
I didn't
So
binge
like
any of them. I didn't
Marvel,
watch Daredevil
Marvel.
or Green Arrow or Luke Cage.
Well,
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow's DC.
Yeah, and that's on regular TV.
Yeah.
If you just
It's
keep
also on
pumping
Green
out,
Arrow, whatever it was.
If you
no,
just
it was
keep-
Flash and Daredevil that was on that.
Flash is also
Flash
DC
is also DC.
and TV.
I didn't watch. The point being, I didn't watch any of those. I had no desire to
Your
watch.
point is horrible.
It doesn't tie into what the movies are doing, and I like the movies.
Well, they said already that the Flash movie is going to be a completely different Flash.
Yeah.
Different.
Both Marvel and DC seem to be really hooked on keeping their TV separate from their movies, with the exception of S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is the only exception.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is the only exception. Everything else they're keeping real strictly separate.
And at the same time, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s actually not bad. It gets really good in the third season.
Wow.
And then they add Ghost Rider, which is the newer Ghost Rider, not the older one. But the older one does in the comic books meet the newer one, and it's just weird.
Okay.
I'm not going to be the comic expert tonight. I don't know as much. I just researched a little bit of it because I was confused. Like I'm like, oh, cool, Ghost Rider's going to be in it, and it's like, wait, he's Hispanic.
You got a problem with that essay?
So
I love my nachos.
We'll go from one potentially bad thing to another potentially bad thing, and that's Pirates of the Caribbean.
How was that bad?
Pirates of the Caribbean 12? What is this? 13?
Pirates of the Caribbean. How the fuck do they keep making these movies?
I'm going to go on the record for saying I like the Pirates of the
I
Caribbean.
love it. I just rewatched.
I loved the first one. After that, it went way downhill.
The second one was a filler for the third one. The third one was fucking fantastic.
It got
The
real
fourth
boring.
one was okay.
There was a
this
fourth one?
Yeah, there's a fourth one. They found the Fountain of Youth.
They stopped counting. They're just giving it a name.
Remember his name.
I gotta agree with Bone here. The first one was great. The second one and the third one it just got a little bit.
No, the second one I wasn't really happy about, but it was more a filler. The second one was a filler for the third one. It was basically it was a 2-hour long commercial.
You know what it really felt like? The first one felt like they didn't expect it to do as well as they did. And everybody liked the characters enough where they had to come up with some convoluted fucking way to get them back into the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
And
they got rid of a lot of
really
characters
didn't need a second and a third one. They could have ended it fine with Jack getting back the fucking Black Pearl, and basically the chick and fucking the elf basically getting married. You know,
that's not how this works.
Legolas gets married.
Man, what was the other guy's name that he turned into? Essentially, he looked like a Cthulhu.
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones. When they introduced Davy Jones, that was incredible. I mean, you can see
at that time CGI was on top.
You see, it's awesome, and he's blowing up ships. All right,
it's hard to see. We can't really see.
It's blowing up ships. He's killing. Shut your face.
Stop cracking.
He's just came to wreck things, and he did such a good job with being the villain in that movie, and I felt like it was sort of like with the CGI they incorporated onto him. It was a really menacing character to have in that series, and it was really nice to see for a change because all it was really just dirty ass pirates.
And that's
I will give you that much, Ice, because I agree with that because I remember seeing it in theaters and the kids freaking the fuck out when they really introduced him the first time.
Well, the third movie really sells it because he's just a completely different character. He becomes really passive because they're controlling his heart. Spoilers, by the way, even though the movie's been out for like 7 years.
10 years.
Yeah,
Dude, what are you talking about?
Let's watch the.
Why are we talking about the old movies?
Either way,
because it leads up to this.
I have comments about this, so let's watch this fucking trailer.
Watch the terrible trailer.
Keep your opinions to yourself.
Get a better ad blocker, bro.
Have a good ad blocker.
Obviously not good enough.
When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
The dead have taken command of the sea. They're searching for a sparrow.
Well, look way down the river. What do you think I see? I see a band of angels and the coming after me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Pirate's life.
There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Will Turner is back, bitches.
Is that the guy that was steering the ship?
No, Will Turner was the one with the.
That guy.
That wasn't Will Turner.
He's the
Will
main,
Turner,
he's the main villain in this one.
That's the. Well, we think we don't know.
Salazar, is that his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, Captain Salazar.
Go back a little bit. I actually I was on my phone watching this.
Shark's cool.
Yeah, the half dead animals in there.
He basically recruits everything dead in the ocean to go after Sparrow. So Sparrow's got to find Poseidon's trident because whoever owns the trident controls the sea. So,
and that's probably why they brought back Will Turner, because he is the captain of the Flying Dutchman, who's supposed to carry the dead souls to the other world. So that's why they bring back the Flying Dutchman and Will Turner.
Jeffrey Rush is back as Barbosa.
Yep.
I've seen enough SpongeBob to know about the Flying Dutchman.
I have not.
The new female lead role is played by Kea Scodelario.
Yeah, she's in the beginning.
They actually got a lot of the old cast back, and I really like how they're tying back in Will Turner.
Where is she? Isn't she?
Paul McCartney has a role.
They have not announced what he's playing.
I'm sure it's a musical role of some sort.
Yeah. He's the bard.
Her?
He's gonna cast Meteor somehow.
What's you're talking about?
Are you gonna pause it on her boobs?
She looks a little bit like Keira Knightley.
She's
no. She's super skinny.
She's
super skinny.
Does she make weird facial expressions too?
She's got the
her
same
father is English and her mother is Brazilian.
It does not look like Keira Knightley at all.
It really kind of does.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't look like they had to paint her boobs one like they did with Keira Knightley.
Thank you. Thank you. Someone's paying attention.
Yes,
just because they add water, sand, and a white dress does not mean it's Keira Knightley.
But here in this picture, right there, right in the frame that it's going through, this just proves the
CGI stuff.
No, it just proves the Bible because he's not the only one that walked on water.
It's got a $315 million budget,
and it will make that money on first night.
$315 million.
What was Warcraft?
So is that including all the actors getting paid a bill?
Yeah,
that's a full
production budget. That doesn't include advertising usually.
Yeah, no,
which is could double that number.
Completely honest here to a point. A lot of the actors in here are maybe well known, but they haven't been doing a lot of acting lately.
Johnny Depp.
That guy.
Johnny Depp has not been in anything good in 10 years.
Jeffrey Rush.
Anything else?
Orlando Bloom hasn't really been in much either.
That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of they've kind of typecast themselves into this to a way where it's like they're
But
they're busy running other projects.
Thank you for being completely honest to a point.
All right.
Hey, I'm excited for it. I like the premise of the Pirates movies.
That ship has been through so much. Just all the movies.
They got stock and duct tape now.
What's the deal with all these movie trailers having Johnny Cash songs in them?
Because Johnny Cash died.
Because he's a fucking legend.
Am I the only one who doesn't feel like that song just doesn't fit?
Is there a problem?
The Logan trailer had a Johnny Cash song and it worked. This one, it seems like, Johnny Cash, we should do that too. You know?
I was gonna say Disney owns Marvel, but actually it's owned by Fox. So
all right. This is a very cool video. It's Portal in an augmented reality utilizing the HoloLens.
Here's your future
It's
right
just
here.
very neat. Not really
This is why AR is gonna crush VR.
my body is ready.
Well, aren't the two going to be interchangeable at some point?
VR and AR?
Yeah.
AR is superior over to VR.
I think.
No, it is.
Just the fact they can get that brick to interact with the environments properly is.
And get the portals to end up on surfaces.
Well, it's not even just that. I mean,
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, think about it.
It's not crazy.
The HoloLens is pretty advanced. Stuff like in the Minecraft shit.
I mean, it's just a digital display over top of the surroundings.
But it has to
It's
actually
rolling down stairs. That means the AR knows that those are stairs and how it should interact with them physically.
Yeah, but if they're able to put these images
in the
over
depth,
top
it
of-
has to know the depth of it all. Getting everything.
Well, yeah, but those specifics are becoming more and more realistic every single day. It's not difficult to predict them. That's the only reason I think that I'm glad that I'm in the field that I am, is because I learned.
Phone salesman?
I have to learn. No, dude, we deal with it every day. This thing right here can do virtual reality. So you learn about augmented and virtual reality in that spectrum because you got these people that come in similar to you, Ben, that know about what's going on in the technology world and want to be able to do that. And they ask those questions. So, I mean, it just tends you to lead your searches and your downtime into seeing what it's capable of. So, I mean, it's just kind of neat to see what's out there and have a reason to force you into looking at those things.
The rolling down the stairs is what gets
I
me.
still think, compared to a virtual reality where everything is computer generated, it's doing a lot of number crunching there.
Yeah, for it to roll down the stairs, that's pretty advanced.
Roy.
You know?
Can you imagine the amount of crunching it has to do to like roll a ball in a round room?
It's lagging.
Look at the last stair. Look at the last
stutters.
It's like it thinks it's a
what
ramp,
is this, an
though.
alpha? This is a prototype.
Look at the last stair that it falls down. And you see how when it falls onto the stair, this 90-degree angle,
Bring it back to the stairs.
It's falling on it like this, and it's still rotating over. That's not how it would work.
Well, one of the things the HoloLens does is it can map out every object in your room.
It would
So
slide.
before it even starts, it's mapping out every angle, every,
It would roll like that.
It would not roll like that. It would slide down that. It being a flat object on a 90-degree surface, it would.
But with the momentum it already has, it would still keep going though.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
just
that
the
looks
way that it
realistic
acts
as
on
hell.
on the last stair.
The last stair, yeah, probably.
The last stairs is what makes me think it's ramp based, but
Like how much does the cube weigh? How fast is it going?
Now we're just getting too.
Dear God, man, are we taking a physics lesson here?
Too intense.
I'm gonna
We're
drink.
We're not engineers.
I'm not. I'm
It's
not.
pretty freaking cool.
I mean, this would be an engineering project from hell.
Yeah, the programming involved in this is still. I mean, you can tell it's having a hard time with it.
Yeah.
But here's the real question: is the cake a lie?
They'll end up making some type of
Tell us in
software
the comments below.
processor that can.
Is the cake a lie?
That no problem.